Welcome, welcome, welcome. Berichem Abuim. I'm super excited to welcome you to the day one of the 14-day Passive Income Challenge. If you remember, in the intro, I explained there is 3 elements to the 14-day Passive Income Challenge, which is called the ALM model: attract, leverage, manage. Under attract, we're going to be talking about the first thing, which is the PIES versus the VICE model, which I'll explain you in detail. Stay tuned and let's do this together. Let's jump in. I want to remind you before, every comment that you're going to comment, I'm reading it and I'll reply to it. Let me know your experience with it, if you ever did something like that, if you ever noticed it, and let's do this together. And I'm looking forward to seeing you until the end of the 14-day Passive Income Challenge. Also, if you want to get updates on everything we do for the Passive Income Challenge, make sure you click subscribe underneath this video. Okay, let's jump right into the PIES versus the WISE model. When you see something red, it should immediately tell you that there is something wrong about that strategy. And when you see something green, it should tell you this is probably the strategy that you would like to go with. So, what is the PIES model? Under PIES, the I stands for income. And this is what most people do. They take their income, and then what they do of the income is they attract the E, which is expenses. And then the S stands for savings, which basically says that when they take their income, after their expenses are subtracted from that, whatever is left, that's what they put in savings. Now, what is the problem with that? Exactly, there is nothing left. And that's why a lot of people end up with a big fat zero at the end of the PIE system, which puts them in the P, which is poor. And that's why they're unfortunately poor. They have no savings. And that therefore they cannot invest or they cannot do any passive income strategies, which is something that you should not do. Before I jump into the why system, I just want to tell you, you know how many people I have coached in the beginning of my career about 2 decades ago, and I tried to do budgeting with them only to find out after 6 months that the whole budget fell apart. I mean, think about it. Be honest with yourself. If your 10-year-old son's teacher calls you up and tells you the only way that your son is going to succeed in school is by you hiring a private tutor, otherwise he will be a total failure in school, what will you tell him? I'm going to go to my budget and see if it makes sense? Or you're going to immediately tell him, yes, and then you'll figure out how. At least that's what I would do. So, especially people who have large families, big expenses, unforeseen things, and they budget, what are the chances that 6 months, 12 months down the road, the budget is still going to be a valid budget? Very, very little chances. And that's why with the PIE system, most people would not be able to make it in the long term. So what's the solution to that? Let's see what successful people are doing, what wise people are doing. In case you didn't figure it out yet, the W stands for wealthy. What wealthy people are doing. When I say wealthy, I mean people who have passive income, people who saved money and invested money in strategies that provide passive income for them. What do? They go just the opposite. They take the income, which is the I, they subtract their savings, and then whatever is left, that's what they put away for expenses. So this way, they know their savings is part of their budget. Their savings is not something they do after they spent the money that they have to spend. They first saved, which is part of their expenses, and whatever is left, they put for savings, which in turn people turn out to have nice accounts and help them in investing for their passive income. Now, in your particular situation, I cannot tell you how to do it yet because I don't know too much about you. But if you stay tuned for the next 14 days, I'm sure you'll have an idea how you can improve your situation by incorporating certain things that will help you. You might also be asking to yourself, maybe that could work for some people who have more than enough for their expenses. And that's a valid concern. In the future days of the challenge, we're going to introduce some ideas and solutions to that also. Stay tuned with us and looking forward to seeing you until the end of this challenge. I hope you enjoyed being with me on day one of the 14-day passive income challenge, where we study the PIES versus the WISE model. Feel free to share this with friends. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it worked for you. Let me know what you took out of it. Looking forward being with you on this exciting journey. As a reminder, don't forget to subscribe at the bottom of this video and let me know in the comment section what you think and how it helped you and if you have anything to add to that.